Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. 15 hours, 27 minutes, and 11 seconds. How long? 15 hours, 27 minutes, and 11 seconds. That's what it took me to cross the finish line at Iron Man Lake Placid. But the journey, everything to them. Every challenge it was overcome, and every moment that pushed me beyond my limits. July 21st, 2021, my alarm went off at 2 a.m. in the morning. As I woke up, my first thought was, this is it. This is it. Years of training, hard work, and preparation has brought me to this day. I got out of the bed and started getting ready for the long day ahead of me. Every gear, every nutrition, every snack, and every food was meticulously planned. Between all of them, this was my fuel for the whole day. A bacon soaked in maple syrup sandwich loaded with calories kept me going. So at 5 a.m., we got ready and we started walking to the transition. We loaded up our gear bags and made our way to the transition. An Ironman transition is a spot where the athletes come, they drop their gears, load up their nutrition, and transition from one sport to another sport throughout the day. So we did the same thing. We dropped our bags off, lined up all our gear so that when we come back, they are ready to go and we are not wasting any time. After we dropped off, we started walking to the starting line. It was not a very pleasant morning that day. It has been drizzling all day and the temperature has dropped down to the 50s. But we were excited. The 7 of us right here with our coach, Jimmy. Heather, starting from the left, it's Heather, me, Russ, Alan, Terry, Ron, and Amy. We were all nervous, but we were ready. Nervous, but ready for the long day ahead of us. So as I stood there in front, on the edge of Mirror Lake to start my swim, my coach pulled me aside. And he said, Shankar, you're going to do 2 things today. 2 things. 1, you're going to start early on your swim. And 2, you're going to stick to the cable that's underneath the water. You start early and stick to the cable. Why? Because I'm a slow swimmer. In Lake Placid, you get 2 hours and 20 minutes from the time the last athlete enters the water to finish your swim. By getting early, I could have had more than 2 hours and 20 minutes in case I needed it. And everyone thought I would. And then in Mirror Lake is used by athletes for rowing. So there is a steel cable that runs underneath along this entire course. So that means I don't need to come out of the water for sighting to see where I am going. And that is going to save me a lot of time. So between getting early and sticking to the cable, I could save a lot of time and finish my swim course on time. So at 6:37 that morning, I jumped into the water. Oh boy, it was cold. The water was 69. The exterior temperature was in the 50s. It just woke me up. But more than that, getting early means I'm swimming with the elite athletes. So what happens? I got kicked, I got punched, and I was pushed into the water because everyone is trying to stick to the cable because they care about time. For me, it's about getting to the finish. But I just didn't let that bother me. I knew my purpose that day. So I mustered all my strength and made sure I had that cable on my side. And that all came together. So when I finished my first loop, I realized I was 15 minutes ahead of where I thought I will be. So as I was finishing my halfway through, I saw my wife standing inside the water and cheering me up. And I couldn't resist this. Sorry about the technical difficulties here. Yeah, I think that's... So that's me coming out of the water and kissing my wife. It was a big no, but it was worth it. It was worth it. So as I continued on my second loop, things got a lot easier. Most of the athletes were gone, and I had a rhythm going in and enjoyed my swim. And at 1 hour and 57 minutes, much sooner than I thought I'll get out of the water, I got out of the water. And you can see how happy I am. After a 2.5 mile, 2-hour swim, you can see such a happy man. Probably one of the happiest men alive on that moment on planet Earth. So I changed gear and jumped onto the bike. A 112-mile bike ride. Not any 112-mile bike ride. Iron Man Lake Placid is the hardest bike ride because it has over 7,100 feet of elevation climbing. 7,100 feet. That means during the course of the day, I'm going to be tested for my endurance. And on downhill, the speeds were more than 40, 45 miles an hour on this tiny bike. So I was tested for my courage. Overall, the best bike rides ever. The beautiful scenery, meadows, streams, and the weather were so awesome. I had a blast that day. Overall, the bike ride was meaningful until mile 90. Iron Man has this course marshals who keep an eye on the island to make sure they are not violating the rules or doing anything illegal. Around mile 90, one of them pulls up to me and started taking his citation pad. Puzzled and naive because I wasn't doing anything wrong. I just looked at him, waved at him, and smiled. He just looked back at me for a few seconds, and for some reason, he put the notepad back and drove off. So then my friend Terry behind me pulls up to me and said, "Shankar, for a few minutes now, you have been violating the single file rule." So in Ironman races, you're always on a single file unless you are overtaking someone. And I didn't even know that existed. So around mile 90, when I saw Terry, my friend, I got so excited because we are going to be Ironman that day. So I started talking to her. In that, I just forgot. I didn't realize I was, I was not following the rule. But glad I didn't get the citation, so I kept going. Let's see. So again, I think the video, yeah, it takes a... Anyway, so hopefully it was. This is me at the bike finish. I had a very good cheering crew cheering me, and I think we'll just skip this because I think. It's okay. Okay, Chris. So I finished my bike, and at that point I realized how close I was. As you can see here, Ironman gives you 10 hours and 30 minutes to finish your swim, the first transition, and the bike ride. And if you see, I took 10 hours, 20 minutes, and 23 seconds. I only had less than 10 minutes to spare. So if that course marshal had cited me, that was it. That was the end of my race. Glad it didn't happen. So I continued on. So I changed gear again, and then now onto the running, the full marathon, 26.2 miles. Again, in Lake Placid, it is not just 26.2 miles. It had over 1,300 feet of climbing. But running is my thing. I love running, and I can run all day. So, and between the thought of me becoming an Iron Man and the energy of the crowd, I gained strength step after step and mile after mile. Hopefully the video will work this time. I know, right? Anyway, so while it's loading, so at 10:04 p.m. that night, to the cheer of hundreds of spectators, my coach, friends, and my wonderful, loving, and superb family, I crossed the finish line. But I thought I'll show you the video. Yeah. But there you go. That's sort of buffering. Yeah. Go ahead, rename. Okay, we'll continue. I'll just. That's just. I wanted to show you the finished video, but I couldn't show you. This is me at the finish line. So when I look back, that day was so much more about the race itself. It was a journey. It was a journey of sheer determination, sheer willpower, and resilience. So as I stood there, exhausted but elated, I realized something profound. We are always stronger than we think. So next time, whether your challenge is small or big, please remember this. Every obstacle and every moment of doubt is an opportunity for you to prove yourself. And every moment of doubt is an opportunity for you to prove yourself. For me, July 25th, 2021 was one such day, a day to remember. Thank you.